Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mandy and I'm so glad you're here today. Thanks for clicking on this video and figuring out what I have in my shop that you guys have available to you as of right now. So I wanted to show you them to you first, and then I'm actually going to do a little bit of kind of just show you my idea behind them of how I use them for my planning. But they are all so functional, so customizable. It's definitely something that I feel like you could make yours however you want, which is also why I have made them very minimal and neutral. So let's get into the two most recent uploads to my Etsy shop and plan with me. Okay, you guys, so the first one that I want to show you is this one right here. This is a weekly, and I have particularly printed it out to fit my classic happy planner. So I'm not sure how other all printers out there work, but I particularly just scale it down to be about 84%. That's what works for me to pretty much fit it in my classic size happy planner, which is the 9 by 7.25, or is it 7.25 by 9? Which one do you say first? But that is what works for me, and it works pretty perfectly for my planner. So this is the weekly. So I'm going to show you how I actually cut it down and punch it and all of that, and then we will show you the other ones and just get to planning. And I hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, hit the like button to let me know. Let me know if you like when I actually do stuff with these, when I show you guys these videos, because you know, I have a bigger following on YouTube than I do Instagram, but they're always on my Instagram as well. I'm at Mandy_Chavezchapters. So that way you can see right when they get put out there. But for YouTube, it's just so nice because I can actually show you the details and all of that. And I can do, you know, show you like how it could be used. So what I'm going to do is, I don't have any special cutting ways of cutting or anything. I make sure that I can print them in the corner like this, and then what I end up doing is taking out a dashboard tab, and then I put it all the way to the corner, which is probably why it's kind of a random number 84 when I scale it down to print it. And I do usually end up checking. I check to see how close I'm going to be, because if that's the case, it's not that big of a deal to give it a, you know, a few, what would that be, like millimeters of space. And then I just outline it with a pencil, make sure that those look straight, and cut it out. Okay, so that's how I cut it out. Now I just put them together as though I would want them to, you know, be laid out, which is like this. And then I carefully put this one on top of it, making sure that they are straight on the side here. And you know, it doesn't bother me when there's little things like that. I know that might bother some people. I mean, it's not going to ever be perfect. So if I spend a whole bunch of time trying to make it perfect, I will honestly just make it probably worse. So then I tuck it in there in the Happy Planner punch it out, and there I have my weekly spread. Now this is called I just called it like the homeschool or student or teacher planner, but I like to use this for my home planning. Honestly, I actually use this side for my home planning. I use this for homeschool with my son, but this side I like to use for my home planning. And I end up just kind of writing down the different things that I have to do throughout a Monday through Friday week. Now, if I'm doing homeschool, I still use the Monday through Friday. However, it's got the option for you to do all 7 days up top. It was just the best way that I could fit it in to where there's still enough room. I couldn't do 7 by 7, just obviously it just takes up more space, but I thought at least 5 boxes one way and 7 boxes the other way would definitely give you guys more options of, you know, how you would like to do that. So me particularly, whether it's homeschool or my regular home life, I just use the days on the side here. However, I do really like the idea of using, because I use this more of a to-do list when it comes to my home planning, not necessarily my homeschool planning, but when it comes to my personal planning, I should say, I do like the idea of a to-do list going down, and I do use these as a to-do list. So the only reason I use it complete for home, going, you know, like the day on in the box here on the left and going to the right, is because I actually only use one side, and then this side is my routines. But if I could use both sides or find the need to use the whole open spread, then I would definitely change it to where this is Monday, Tuesday, and so on. And then these are the areas of things that I need to do. So for example, if I had home, I would have my things to do for that day. This is just my planning style, but as you can see, this is how I would use it. I would have a weekly running to-do list here most likely, and then I would pull from that list on the things that I need to do. So I'm actually going to go ahead and set it up that way so you guys can kind of see how that works. But again, feel free to, that's what's the lovely thing about, like, I feel like I love making my own printables because I could print this up one week and use it that way, and the next week and use it a totally different way. I could print it up for multiple times a week and just spend a whole week trying to figure out how I want to use it, what best works for me, and how to be productive and intentional. And that's the whole purpose behind what I like to create, is how to be productive and intentional. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of plan it out, show you guys a little sample of maybe something that I would enjoy and like to use. And if you like that style, you know where to get these. They are in my Etsy shop, down below in the description box. I do have a code that you can use. It's Mandy30, and that will give you 30% off of anything you would like from my shop. And then after you purchase something, you will get another code. So just to let you know, if you want to get multiple codes, you know, purchase, but you can definitely get another code after you purchase something. So hey, it's 30% off all of it. Okay, so here we go. you guys, so this is pretty much how I would set it up for the week. I chose to go ahead and put what's going on, but I don't always do that because it takes up some space in my boxes here. But the whole idea for me is to be productive with this style of layout here, and that's why I have a running to-do list. I know things are going to come up too, and then I will just, as the day comes, fill out what I want and can get done for the day in those different sections of my my day. So I love that I have goals over here. This is just like an extra little list or area of things to write down. I am going to be using this for gratitude, and then at the end of the week filling out my wins. So just to complete this, I would like to do a little bit of decorative decorative stickers, and I think I am going to use my Rad Teacher Happy Planner stickers here. Okay, well that's gonna do it for this one. Kind of a back to school theme still. That's obviously what's going on in my life right now, and that's how I have my weekly decorated. So it is all set to go. I'll be continuing to add things on my to-do list, and as of Monday, I will bring that in over here. I also wanted to note that I wanted to show you that you can write the whole day in there with plenty of space. I write pretty big, and then you can also abbreviate the day and put the date. So I could probably even fit the date in there as well. I won't be decorating all of these, but I wanted to show you the new dailies and weeklies. So it's kind of a bundle pack in there, you guys. It's a bundle pack of 3 dailies and 3 weeklies, but I don't want to label them specifically because you can use them however you need. You know, just put a sticker on top of something and it can totally change what it shows. So the first thing, I do want to note that I printed these on 8.5 by 11. It's just, you know, much easier to show you guys that. And I just printed this one on regular copy paper. This one here is on 32 pound weighted, or however you say that, paper. So it's a little thicker and a little more sturdy. So if I were going to be using these this week, you know, I would have done that, but I wasn't sure if I'm not really using a daily at the moment, or this as my weekly. I'm using the one that I showed you as my weekly. So, but I do dabble in these pretty often, because I also feel like this can be used for like a meal planner. And I was thinking of that, but I had already set up my meals for the week. But I just want to show you guys. So this is one of them that's available. So this is obviously a weekly. You can set up your meals with this. You can set up something like, for example, I think of YouTube when I think of this. Like I would put in the different videos I have planned for the days, and then a small short checklist for what I need to do on that day, and then a longer checklist here. You could set this up for your regular day. You can have your events going on here, small list of things, gratitude maybe. For your meal plan, you can write in what you plan on eating for your meals, you know, other meals of the day, dinner, or what ingredients, if you only need a few, your meals and things to do, and then your grocery list. So this could be, you know, if you want, you know, small things to do or things that are going on that day, and your meal, whatever you want. So those are just some ideas. The other weekly that's out there, and again, this is in a bundle. So if you purchase this bundle, you get all of these, okay? So the other thing that's there is this one, and it's pretty much, it's very similar. I did not end up, is this the same one that's so similar? Hang on, let me double check. Okay, all 3 of the weeklies are pretty similar, but let me show you the differences. Okay, so this one's very similar, as in it has the, can you see those? Yes, it has the lines on the side, but I kept numbers here. So that way, if you wanted a vision of your day, I just think it's so important to, if it's not weekly, monthly, or quarterly, to go over like how you want your day flow to go. And I just love doing that. It helps me stay on top of things. And I know that I need that I do it every week. So if this is something that would be helpful for you, I went ahead and kept the times in there. Basically just like, what do you want to have done throughout the day? I know this is typically on a daily, but I liked the idea of that. And then I had more lines over here on the days for things that maybe you need to keep track of for your to-do items. But again, however you want to use this, you can put a washi strip here and cover those up, whatever works. But so it's very similar style. This one's got a little bit lighter boxes, but very similar. And then the other weekly is this one, and this one's more driven for getting things done, I guess. It's got more circles and to-do boxes to check things off. Okay, so this one's very similar to this. The reason I put gaps in here, you guys, is so you can decorate them with stickers if you'd like, because it's just fun, or maybe doodles or notes, whatever. But I didn't want there to be any reason, you know, like it's harder for me to cover things up than it is to, you know, just write notes myself. So I liked having those little areas if you wanted to put like a sticker from, you know, one of these or any sticker you want. So those are the weeklies. And I might actually use this one to do a little plan with me in a second, but I do want to show you some dailies. So here's some dailies. I struggled with trying to make sure that we had like enough room here, but also enough room for other things you might need throughout the day. So this one has morning, day, and night routines. It's small to be able to write in, but you know what, is this right? Oh yeah. This one's smaller, but I do have others down here where it's bigger, but in case you wanted more space, and if you write small and that works for you, then awesome. Another idea, you know, to-do list kind of thing, note-taking, just lots of options. Okay, another daily. Here you have a little bit bigger here. I should have said this is like a weekly, because this is more for a weekly routine. So we have a weekly page here, but set up like the dailies, and you have the ability to check off throughout the week. Very similar to this one, just more room for lines. And then you also have another daily with a little bit more space for your routines, but the same style of this one, just to give you more room for your routines. I moved the boxes and made them a little bit bigger along the side here, so there's plenty of space to write, doodle, stickers, whatever you want to do. Okay, so I was going to show you how I would use this as a meal planner, and for that, here we go. I have my meal plan in my planner over here, and I'm just going to kind of show you how I would do that. So for me, for example, sometimes I write the meals here, and then as the day comes, I check them off and we, you know, what we feel like. But I'm going to plug them in for the sake of the video, and that will be how you will see me use these. Okay, you guys, that is just like a sample of how I would do my meal planning. So you have the events that I have going on. You have, these boxes are lighter just because I wanted to distinguish the weekend as a little bit different, but that was just my preference, and you know, you guys will have to let me know if I should darken those boxes. But and then here is my grocery list. Of course, you can, you know, decorate so easily with these neutral style minimal you know, pages, and make it a little bit more your personality. So that is what I have for you guys. I have some dailies, some weeklies. So this would be a pack of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like them. And then this one is just a weekly. They're so affordable. You can print as many as you want, and they are yours after you purchase them. And again, use the code Mandy, M-A-N-D-Y, 30 for 30% off. And then after you purchase anything from the shop, you get a 30% off coupon as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you like these and that you got some ideas and that you'll visit the shop if you are interested. Otherwise, I will see you guys for my next video. I have a couple things going on, but we've got some homeschool and planning content for next week, and I hope to see you guys then. Have a beautiful, wonderful, blessed day, weekend, and week. Bye, guys.